It's March 1st, 1871. I'm Emily Summerfield for Abolition News Network. This evening, we will be honoring 7 Black volunteer educators who spent their life educating former slaves. We only have 1 in the studio with us today. We will honor the other 6 later. Right now, I would like for you to welcome Charlotte Forten. Very nice to meet you. Yes, all right. So, Charlotte, you were born into a wealthy Black abolitionist family, and you could have stayed in Pennsylvania. You had a good job working at a white school. Why did you decide to move to the Seal Islands off Georgia and South Carolina?
Well, Miss Summerfield, it's like this. The Union troops had captured the Sea Islands area in July 17, 1862, after in November of 1861, the wealthy planters evacuated from the plantations, leaving behind about 10,000 free but uncooperative slaves. The United States government then put out a call for volunteer teachers to go teach the children the northern cultural practices and values. So I thought that was a great opportunity to help out my race. It was a brilliant dream. So I went down to South Carolina to secure a position as a teacher. I was one of the first Black teachers, and there were only a small amount of us.
And I guess they accepted you with open arms.
Not really. We were told that our job was to prepare the recently freed slaves for their new position as free citizens of the United States. But the slaves did not greet me as well as the Anglo-American teachers at first. They were more skeptical that I was a Black teacher. They hadn't met a Black teacher before. Even the Black workers who were former slaves themselves were unprepared to wait on me and question my position.
That's very interesting. Well, tell us about teaching at the school.
Okay, it was a 1-classroom schoolhouse with children of many ages that I was to teach reading, writing, spelling, history, and math. There were even babies there that were too young for reading the alphabet. I was 25 at the time, and I was amused yet repulsed by their cultural and religious practices. They were a bit primitive and superstitious in comparison to the children in Philadelphia. And I wrote it down here in my journal. I'll read you a little piece. It's Wednesday, November 5th. Had my first regular teaching experience, and to you and you only, friend beloved, will acknowledge that it is not a very pleasant one. Part of my scholars are very tiny babies. Babies, I call them. And it's hard to keep them quiet and interested while I'm hearing the larger ones speak. They are too young even for the alphabet, it seems to me. I think I must write home and ask somebody to send me picture books and toys to amuse them with. And it's all written here and published in the Atlantic Monthly. I call it Life on the Sea Islands. And you can pick this up at your local library, I'm sure.
Can you hold that up for our audience to see? Fabulous.